Welcome to channel Qtomation. In last session, we have started introduction part of REST assured series which we are going to start. How to perform API automation using REST assured library. So in today's session, we will see some prerequisites and some installation which are required before we start with REST assured series. So what are the things which we need to be installed? So first of all, in our system, we need Java. Recommended version would be JDK 9 and plus. We will also need one code editor. We can use Eclipse as well. Along with that, we also require TestNG. So TestNG provides different type of features like data provider, parallel running of test cases, different type of annotations. So all this use of TestNG we will see in coming sessions. But just understand on high level. So first of all, we need Java to be installed in our system. Eclipse, which is a code editor, that also we require. Project which we are going to create are going to be a Maven projects. So Maven is automatically comes bundled with Eclipse as a plugin. So we don't have to do separate installation for Maven. And basic knowledge of APIs. For example, get API, post API, put and delete API. How the request response work, that much knowledge is enough. So get means get APIs are only used to fetch the data. Post API will create data on server. Put requests are used to update existing data, whereas delete requests are used to delete the data. So that basic knowledge is enough. And we are going to create a Maven project. So whenever we create a Maven project, it automatically have one pom.xml file. And the main use of pom.xml file is to add dependencies. So whatever dependencies we need in our project, all those dependencies we can add in pom.xml file, and it will automatically download all those installations. So we don't have to separately add different type of libraries in our project. So that is the benefit of using pom.xml file. That we will see in detail in our coming sessions as well. So first, today we will focus on Java installation, that is Java development kit, and Eclipse installation. So we will focus on these two things today. So it is again very simple to do. So what we have to do is you can simply search JDK download on your browser. Then we have to go to official website of JDK downloads. After going to this website, you can see different type of versions depending on your operating system. So currently JDK 24 is the latest one. So what you have to do is depending on your operating system. So if you are using Linux, Mac OS or Windows. So since I am using Windows, I can simply download this MSI installer file. I can click on this file and it will start downloading this .msi file. Once you complete the download of this installer file, you can simply double click on it. Just like any other installer file, you have to simply click on that installer file. I have already installed Java in my system, so I will not reinstall it again. What I can do is I can show you some screenshots. So you have to click on this .msi file. It will start downloading. And once you complete the download, you have to just double click on that file. After double clicking on that file, it will show you one pop-up like this. It will start the installation process. And you have to just click on next button. Then it will show you the location where you want to download this Java JDK. So I'm just keeping the default location. I'm not going to change it. So it will download in my C folder, program files, Java JDK 24. Just click on next. It will start the installation. And once it is successfully installed, next step is we have to set environment variables. So after successful installation, we have to set environment variable. Again, that is also very simple activity. So first what you have done, you have to go to this official website of Java download the version, whatever version you want to add, and depending on your operating system. So if you are using Linux, you have to download from this section, for Mac OS and for Windows. And then you have to complete this installation process. Now after that we have to set environment variable. So for environment variable, what we have to do, we have to simply search system variable, or we can simply search for environment variables. You can click on this option. Then you have to go to this environment variable option. Once you reach in this environment variable section, in this system variable, you have to click on new. Once you click on this new, you have to add variable name and variable value. So what is the variable name? If you see, you have to put variable name as Java underscore home. So let me just show you. Variable name should be Java underscore home, and variable value should be the file path where your Java folder is created along with JDK 24. So you have to simply go to this specific path, that is C drive, program files, Java and JDK 24. So you can simply copy this path up to JDK 24. So you have to simply copy this path, and that value you have to provide in this Java home. I have already added in the system variables. So you just have to click on new button. Just add variable name as Java underscore home and variable value as the path where your Java is installed. So that is the first step. So I have already added, and after that you can click on OK and apply. So that is the first step. And after that, once you successfully set this system variable for Java underscore home, now next step is, again we have to add path variable under system variables. So again same location. If you see, once you add this Java underscore home, next step is you have to go to path. So here if you see this path, you have to just click on this. After clicking on that path variable, what we have to do is, again you can click on new. Once you click on new, we have to provide following path. Which path we have to provide? This specific path. So we have to provide the path up to bin binary. So this path you can copy, and that path up to binary bin folder, that path you have to provide in this system variable path location. So if you see the environment variables, two things we have to add. What are the two things? First thing was, in system variables we have added Java underscore home. If you see, we have to add path for Java underscore home. That was the first step. And then inside this path system variable, just click on edit and add the path which we have added here. So depending on your version, whatever version you have installed in your system, that version path up to binary folder we have to add here. And once you successfully add that, just click on OK and apply. So if you see, first one is Java underscore home, and then we have to add value in path variable. So let me show you one more time. Java underscore home, that is the first value which we have added. And after that, inside this path, what we have to do, we have to simply go to the location up to this binary, copy this path, just click on edit, or let's say we can simply click here and paste that specific path, click on OK and OK and OK. So you have successfully added environment variables, and that completes our Java installation process. So how to verify how to verify whether you have successfully installed Java or not in your system, whether it is successfully installed or not. How to check that? So what we have to do is you have to simply go to command prompt, launch the command prompt, and just type this command, java hyphen version. Once you execute this command, java hyphen version, it will show you this output. That is, it is showing you which Java version you have installed in your system. So if this output is coming, that means Java installation is successful. So this will verify whether Java is installed or not. So ideally this output should come. That means Java installation is successful in our system. So what we have done so far? Our first step was install Java JDK. Now second step is we have to install one code editor. That is Eclipse we can install. So if you already have Java installed in your system, you don't have to install it again. So you can simply download Eclipse directly. And nowadays, Eclipse also comes with Java. So if you are downloading Eclipse directly, that is also currently bundled with Java as well. So nowadays, Eclipse also comes with some bundled Java version. So you can directly download and install Eclipse as well. So for that, what you have to do is you have to simply go to Eclipse download. Once you go to this website, just click on Eclipse download, and depending on your operating system, for example, if you are using Windows, or let's say you are using Mac OS, depending on that, just download Eclipse installer. Once you click on this download Eclipse installer, it will start downloading the executable file. And once you download that executable file, just double click on that file. And once you download the installer and then double click on that installer file, it will show you this pop-up. You just have to select the first option, Eclipse IDE for Java developers. Click on next. It will show you installation location. Just click on install. It will start the installation, and after some time installation will complete, and it will show you launch option. Once you see this launch option, what you have to do, you can simply click on launch button, and after that it will show you one workspace location. So it will show you workspace location. Workspace means whatever project we are working in Eclipse, those project will be stored in this specific workspace location. So you can change the workspace as well, but let's keep it default only, and you can simply click on launch. So it will complete the Eclipse installation procedure. I have already installed Eclipse in my system. So what I will do, I will just launch the Eclipse. So once you install the Eclipse freshly in your system, when you first time launch the Eclipse, it will look like this. It will look like this. You can create different type of projects in the Eclipse. For our rest assured project, we are going to create a Maven project. So far now, what steps we have completed? We have completed Java download. We have installed JDK 9 or above. So basically you can install recommended versions which are recommended by REST. If you go to REST assured official documentation, they also recommended JDK 9 or above versions. So we have installed JDK, latest version we have installed, and then we have installed one code editor, that is Eclipse code editor. So these are the first two steps which we have completed. And once you launch the Eclipse, it will look like this. Now what are the steps which are pending? So in our next session, we will see about how to create a Maven project, how to add test-ng, and then we can simply add dependencies of REST assured, and we can create our first test in REST assured. So all these things we will see in our next session. So I hope you like this session. Let's meet again in our next session as well. Thank you again.